very, 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 very,
Thanks for the money dummies, because that's exactly what you fucking are. Why am I toxic?
What the fuck?
Do what gives you pleasure and fuck everyone else. God damn it.
A world divided made whole. With a few sticks.
Lights, camera, action.
We have a very important guest.
Asmongold, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about you? I've seen your videos on and off for the last 10 years. And now I'm talking to you. That's odd.
10 freaking years.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's, you know, you've been watching this stuff for that long. Now, hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
When you say you've been watching my videos,
you're right.
Are you actually watching my videos, or are you watching the detractors?
I'm watching videos of you.
So the question, I guess my question for you is, overall, after watching me for 10 years, what is your impression? Because I hear things all the time, but I hear it from a very isolated group. And I'm curious, as someone who's been an outsider watching this kind of content, like, what do you think?
Well, I mean, like, you know, the videos that I see, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I'm sure you've seen a few of them, right? And a lot of people have opinions about the way that you stream. And especially about the way that you finance your streams. That's been a lot of people asking about this. Before we get into that, we got to get something straight.
Okay.
Can I just say it? Is it all right if I just, like, we just talk, like, straight?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so whenever you went on stream and you accidentally got caught jerking off, you got suspended by Twitch, right?
No.
What?
I was not streaming on Twitch. I was streaming on YouTube.
So you weren't streaming on Twitch when that happened?
No, I was actually not a Twitch streamer at that time. I was only streaming on YouTube. And nothing happened at all. I had zero repercussions for it because it wasn't. There was no nudity. There was no sound. It was just my O face, basically. Whatever it is. I don't want them to be here to see if I'm putting on a vest today. I think that's stupid.
So it was that people. It was that the vest content was too popular.
At one point, like, you're talking about the vest streak.
Yeah.
There were entire streams where, like, the entire chat is like, is he gonna hit the goal?
Right.
Is it the vest? The vest. I was like, guys, I'm playing a game. Can we, like, fucking talk about the game I'm playing over here? Like, I'm tired of this shit.
There's tons of girls that are like that on Twitch too. No, it's very common. And you know, people you know, objectify you, and they're not there for the game. They're there for you, and it's weird. And you know, absolutely. So what about the hat though? Do you still do the hat goals?
No, that's like I said.
I
phased all that stuff out. In fact, just this last year, since people still bring it up from time to time, on Independence Day, I did a stupid event called Indivestance Day, where if we hit milestones of support again, I would put on a hat and a vest again. It was like a throwback event. And I said, you guys want to do it once a year? We'll do it once a year as a silly celebration. But you know, I'm past doing that stuff.
So you decided, so you've divested from the vest streams. I think that's probably a good idea. So now basically, instead of paying you to put on a vest, what do they pay you for now? Just for nothing?
Just to support the stream because they like the content and they want to see it continue. Here's the difference though, and again, this is just people that used to criticize me. They had a fair point, and now I think things have changed.
Right.
As you can, I don't know. Well, actually, can you see me on camera right now? Like,
I can see you.
And everything?
Yes.
Okay.
With the turkey in the background.
Yeah, as you can see, I put some money into my set recently. I upgraded everything. The camera's now nice HD quality and everything. Before that, I mean, I was in a lot of financial problems. I couldn't really afford to do anything that was high quality. So I was always the guy who made a living streaming, but his stream looked like shit, right?
Right, yeah.
So now people have seen in the last year and a half, people started supporting me in droves. I was like, I'm going to show you, if you actually support me, I'm going to do the things that I wanted to do. I'm going to get a better mic. I'm going to get better headphones. I'm going to upgrade my set. I got 2 PCs now, so I can pump out, you know, high quality gameplay and do these streams, co-stream and all of this. I mean, we're talking about upgrading again later this week. I'm going to look at Black Friday deals and possibly, like, you know, upgrade my desk and stuff like that. But that's the thing. Like, people like the content enough that they want to support it. It's not about, oh, I want to see him put on a vest anymore. I just like Phil, and I want his content to continue and to improve.
So they just give you money because they like you, basically.
Because they like the content.
Okay.
And some of them, I'm sure, like me, too.
All right. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. And so you've done this for a long time. You said you're in financial troubles. How's your financial situation now? Are you comfortable talking about that? Or is that something you don't really talk about on stream?
I'm not going to talk about...
And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight.
anything specific, because sadly with these
Okay.
people, how obsessed they are with me.
Yes.
If I give them a single piece of information, they'll try to find a way to data mine it and find out shit. They've gotten into accounts of mine before. They didn't really messed up stuff, okay?
Well,
but
yeah.
in general, today I am way better off than I have been in a very, very long time. I even said to everyone just the other day, it looks like this year is probably the best year financially that I've had in over a decade.
Wow.
Like, no lie.
All right. Well, that's pretty good. So, speaking of accounts and everything, there's been a lot of people that looked into a WWE wrestling gotcha game account, and they think that it's your account. I think the name of it, if I remember correctly, because I saw the video on it, I'll admit, was called Down from the Rafters. Is this something that you did?
Yes. Well, I'll tell the whole story for you.
Go ahead.
All right, this way.
All right.
The audience will hear it and actually get the real story. So, yeah, WWE Champions is one of many mobile games that I've played over the years. Okay, I actually played some before, like WWE Supercard. That was another one that I spent a lot of money on.
How much?
And this is in Supercard, I don't know. See, the thing is, I've never added it together. It's thousands upon thousands of dollars. I'll just say that right now.
Thousands
Okay?
could be 400,000. It could be 3,000.
It's definitely not 400,000. That's for sure.
Okay, but like,
I would
if you had to give a guess.
You know, I would have nothing if I spent $400,000 on these games.
Okay.
Okay. But, you know, yeah, it's definitely thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't know. I never sit down and look and add it together or anything like that.
If you had to guess.
But if you really want me to guess,
I want you to guess.
All right, to be okay. Let's put it in perspective. When I used to play WWE Supercard, okay, to even get the reward at the end of the event, to complete the event, you had to spend something like $700.
So they made you spend
I'm not
money.
kidding. You had to. What do you mean they made me? No, I chose to spend.
Okay.
Money.
Okay.
You know,
All right. Good. All right. Because I've seen some gotcha games, right? Well, you get some people on that Genshin Impact game. They think that they're in love with the characters, so you can never be sure. All right. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
No, I chose to spend the money, and you know
Okay.
it's bad. You know, yes, at one point I was way overspending on these games.
Yes.
The only reason that WWE Champions is the one they bring up is because that's the one that they think they had the information. They've got the red-handed. They caught me and all of that.
They got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I played WWE Champions. I own an account that was called one thing. I changed the name to Down from the Rafters. I spent a lot of money on it. And then years ago, I sold it. I got rid of it because I couldn't play it anymore because these people were actually harassing me so much trying to play it. They got me kicked out of every faction that I tried to join. They were trying to like data mine fucking Discord servers and shit to figure out if I ever talked to anyone. I had enough.
Yeah.
So I sold it at a ridiculous discount. I just got rid of it. Now, to this day...
How much was the
for
Down
all
from the Rafters account? How much money did you spend on that account total? Like, again, just ballpark.
Okay. Let's think. I'll try to ballpark. Yeah, I will.
$10,000.
I would say... Well, hold on. Because, okay, WWE Champions started in 2017. Okay, that's when the game actually began.
8 years.
You couldn't really spend too much money in the early days. It was more like 2-3 years in that they changed it, and then all of a sudden you could start spending a lot of money. And it was about a year and a half that I really spent too much. Yeah, I mean, I would say this. I definitely spent, no exaggeration, I probably spent $10,000 on that game. Yes.
$20,000.
That's a maybe.
$25,000.
Probably not.
$30,000.
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. All right. So it's between probably $15,000 and $25,000. Does that sound pretty accurate? Okay. All right. That's
probably.
good. So that's a lot of money to spend on a game like that. And
Absolutely.
why did you decide to play that game instead of like Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rail? What was I guess like you're a fan of.
I'm not going to say.
So why do you think they're so mad at you? Why are they so mad? Yes. And all these viewers. They're very angry.
In general, or in regards to WWE Champions?
Just in general. So I feel like there's
Again,
a lot of
question.
these people, like, I mean, they really are upset about the fact that you are you. They don't like that.
They don't like me, and
No.
they don't like that I am me. You're right. You're absolutely
So
right.
how, like, why are they so mad?
It's a good question, because if you ask each and every one of them, I
Uh-huh.
think they'll all have an answer, but the answer is just a meme. And then when you analyze the meme and you're like, well, do you actually know the truth behind what you're saying about Phil?
Yeah.
They'll be like, well, no, it's just what the detractor said. I saw the video. You know? So I would love to hear, you know, actual people who aren't the
Okay.
detractors who are making this content to profit from it, but actual people who maybe watch their content to say to me, why is it that we don't like Phil so much? Okay, you said you've been watching this stuff
I've
for 10
seen.
years.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my answer. And it's not that I don't like you, by the way.
want-
I think you're fine. I think it's funny. I get the. I get it, right? But
Okay.
you ask for money a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because like I'll see like there'll be a new video and it'll pop up on my YouTube recommendeds on my smart TV, and it will just show up, and it's like there's a new one like every day, and it's you talking about people like meeting a sub goal. Kick. Recently there was one about people on Kick that weren't supporting the stream as well, and supporting a stream is giving money. And I feel like it's a very, very common thing. And like, so how many times a day do you think you mention the amount of like people, like something in relation to you receiving money?
It depends. Every time that I receive something, I do a shout out. So you
Well,
could argue that every
besides
single
that.
time someone contributes, I'm talking about it.
Well, like whenever you make a call, how often do you make a call to action or draw attention to the fact that you can donate money to your stream? Like what would be like?
well,
What do you
let's
think your
see.
ratio is?
Well, what do you mean? Like just number of mentions? Do you mean the
Yeah,
percentage
like-
of
yeah,
the
like-
actual stream?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Because
how-
I stream a lot. I
Yeah.
stream every day, from around 11:30 a.m. till around 4 p.m. and then I have
Yeah.
a second.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
You're goddamn right.
pretty much accurate.
Exactly
Yes.
right. I would say for sure. People like watching my streams because they
Uh-huh.
completely get to see this weird take on shit that they're like, how does he get into these situations? But then how did he fucking do that so quick? You know?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I haven't seen the Sekiro thing. I'm gonna have to look at it again. And apparently, there's Battlefield 6 was another one. That
Oh, I did terrible at that game.
So did
I'm
I.
also currently doing awful at Call of Duty. I
Yeah.
can't fucking play it this year to save my life. I
Uh-huh.
can't. I'm sucking horribly at it.
yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, so this is. I mean, it's very interesting to talk to you about it because I mean, I've heard about a lot of these stories. Like I've seen the detractor videos and I've seen a lot of this stuff. Do you wish that the detractors would stop making videos about you?
No, because it's their
Oh.
right. It is their right within the law to make a transformative work about me
Sure.
and to criticize me or to make fun of me. That's fine.
Yeah.
What I don't want and what is illegal and should stop immediately is people who are live restreaming me right now because they're not adding anything. They're literally illegally stealing the content and making views and money on it. People who rip my shit raw and just put it up illegally. That has to stop. But I can't stop it because I can't be issuing lawsuits up, down, left, and right. I
Yeah.
don't make that much money to be doing that. And plus, I don't want to tie up courts with this shit, with how many people are out there doing it. So that needs to stop. The transformative work stuff, I have no problems with. Go for it.
So would you, if you could, would you claim their ad revenue for yourself?
If there was a way to do it, but to my knowledge, and maybe
Okay.
you know different from me,
Yeah.
you need to be with a partner network, and the partner network works with YouTube to do it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not with a partner network. I'm on my own, AdSense account.
Okay.
So,
All
I
right.
don't
Well,
know how
that
to do
makes
that.
sense. I mean, I'm curious. Like, obviously, I've asked you a lot. Do you have any questions you have for me?
Sure, absolutely.
go ahead,
And
all
thank
right.
you. By the way,
Yeah.
I just to be clear here, I'm not offended at anything you asked. I think
Yeah,
that
sure.
was great questioning, and I think that you were very fair and you were very respectful.
I
so
try to
thank you
be.
for that.
Yeah, of course. I try to do
Now-
as much as I can. Go ahead.
I know that once I go off this stream, you'll probably laugh about it and talk shit about me.
Well, I mean, it depends on if I see the Tears of the Kingdom clip again. I mean, let's be
I don't-
honest.
I don't care if you talk shit about me. I don't. But the thing is, I've had some bad situations with snaking where a couple years ago I was on a podcast the way that they spun it was, so we're going to have you on this podcast, we're going to interrogate you, and then after that, we're going to have you on as a guest, and we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, initially it might be negative, but then after that, it's going to be positive.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil. Could have just.
Okay.
They completely reneged on it. After they did it, they basically snaked me, and they turned it into this 3-ring circus, like 3 weeks of content, making fun of me, milking my detractors for money. It was really fucked up. All right? So I appreciate that you have actually given me the chance to just come and talk to you in front of your audience. And I think that it was a fun conversation. I do. I enjoyed the questions you asked. I don't think that anything was unfair or inflammatory there.
I try not to be, right? I mean, I think that's, I try to ask the questions that, I have and other people have, etc. Yeah, sure. What questions do you have for me? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so here's a question I got for you. Honest question, because you're huge, right? I don't even know, your viewership, because I don't watch you, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't take offense. I don't watch anyone, really.
Based.
So I don't, it's not like I'm choosing to not watch you or anything like that.
Yeah, sure.
So on an average day, it seems like, man, your formula of content creation is way different from mine. Like, you just kind of sit down and you roll with it. Whatever your people are presenting you on a stream, you're just kind of like reacting to whatever the news of the day is or whatever, which is so different from what I do. So, for example, let's say on a random day you choose to watch a DSP hate clip from a detractor. There's a new one you want to watch.
Yes.
Today, right? When you watch that clip, do you actually 100% believe everything you're seeing? Or do you think that maybe this could be a spin or a taken out of context kind of a situation? Because I mean, my impression is that a lot of people just watch it for the lulls, right? For the laughs, but they don't realize that maybe what they're watching isn't necessarily the whole truth.
So it depends on the clip. I mean, I think that, for example, with putting the balls in the thing with the Tears of the Kingdom, I think that you actually fucked that up. I do. Am I right?
I don't specifically remember when I was doing it the first time.
Okay.
But I think that was actually one of the puzzles I did have problems with.
Okay, so you did. All right. So, yeah. I mean, there was that. And also, sometimes, you've gotten mad at Elden Ring. I think that the majority of those times were probably legitimate. You were probably actually mad. Let me think. Besides that, I watched you play Donkey Kong, and you got hit by basically every spiky thing. I think you probably did. You do that on? Did you? I bet. You didn't do that on purpose, did you?
I didn't do that on purpose. Okay. Now, of course, taken out of context, that's one of the 2 times in the entire game you need to surf on that object. That's it. The game literally it introduces this, and you never use it again. So it's here's the one time you need it. Learn it on the fly. Oh shit. Okay, so of course they're gonna have me fail. And that's what they put online, not the fact that, I never had to use it again in the game, so obviously I failed at it.
So it was the game's fault?
No, it's not necessarily the game's fault, but
okay.
I mean, my reaction's legitimate. I'm upset.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
So all right. And what about, Mario Kart was crazy, huh?
I do not like this new Mario Kart. I do not like this new Mario Kart, man. I don't.
Okay. So Mario Kart was a little bit more of a struggle. Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, Mario Kart, back in the day, there was a combination. It was about your skill of driving and knowing the tracks and items. This new Mario Kart, in my opinion, and people could disagree, Mario Kart World is about the items. That's it. There's entire strategies where all you do is bank items and then spam them at the end of a race, and you go from last place to first. And I just don't like that about Mario Kart World. I wish that the game was more skillful, and if you drove well, you'd be rewarded for it. In general, that doesn't seem to be the case with that game, being someone who's played quite a lot of these over the years. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm no expert. I'm not an esports guy into freaking Mario Kart, but it made me rage. It made me go crazy because I want a skillful game. I want a game where I'm driving well, I get rewarded for it, not punished because someone had a godlike item and bypasses me at the last minute.
So a lot of people in my chat are saying that you're right. I'll be honest, they are. I bought Mario Kart, I never played it. So I'm not even really sure. So yeah, those are but okay, so I guess I was right at least about all of those. And I do think that, the asking for money thing, definitely you do it a lot. I definitely think you do it a lot. But, it's that's the way somebody's going to do their stream. Fuck, that's not my problem, right?
Here's the question.
Okay,
Here's the question. It's awful. Your honest answer to this, please.
I'll give you an
okay?
honest answer.
You've seen the clips of how I ask for contributions
Yes.
on my streams and everything. I've just told you, in general, more often than not, I actually hit these goals.
Yes.
Okay? So if I have an audience that comes to my stream every day, enjoys the content enough to support it, doesn't mind me asking like that, is there a problem?
Well, I mean, I think that you're introducing a bit of a fallacy there, aren't you? Because there are a lot of people that also don't like it. So you're kind of comparing it to an unknown. So, like, if you're not doing it and you're not asking for the money, there's not really a control group that you can look at and say, okay, well, with me doing this, I'm making this much money, but if I stop doing it, I would make a different amount of money.
But I already told you that I tried that.
Well,
I
like,
did.
I mean,
I had
for
a
a
day where I
day,
did
right?
not ask, and I made $30.
I mean, would you really say that doing it for a day would be a good point to kind of? I mean, is that really like? I mean, I get it. It's something, right? But like in a general sense, I feel like, and also, I mean, do you think that it's worth the negative sentiment and negativity where people have this perception of you of like being a beggar and like because you're. It's hard to measure the negative effect of that because you don't know how many people choose not to watch because of something like that, right? So it's very hard for you to come, like not you, but like for a person to come to a conclusion with that answer because it's just impossible to know. That's what I would say.
Okay. Now, in regards to what you're saying here, okay, you're saying basically maybe if I didn't ever ask for contributions, I'd actually get more viewers or whatever.
I think it would,
I get that.
yeah.
But here's the thing, and this is, I've been there. Maybe I know you have detractors too. I just don't know.
Every streamer has detractors. Yeah.
Right. For me, okay, if I right now, cold turkey, said to my audience, guess what, guys? I'm never going to ask for a contribution ever again. All right, and I literally did it, and I never did it. That moment, my detractors would move on to another thing that they don't like about me, and that would become the next me. And the reason that I know that, they've already done it tons of times over the years.
Like with the wrestling game.
But that was a thing for a big time. It is still a thing. Now, because last year I admitted to it, it's in the past. Now it's the begging. That's the new thing. So now the begging is the problem. But what about all the other streamers who ask for contributions? Oh, well, that's fine. But because DSP does it, it's not good. Right? Stream that starts around like 6:37 and that goes till like 10. Okay, so you're talking almost 8 hours of streaming a day.
Yeah.
All right. Every morning when I start, I bring it up. I'll say, oh, here's where we are with our goals for the week, and here's what we're doing today with this and that, and here's how you can contribute. And then, during the course of if I'm doing a podcast or whatever, I might bring it up like halfway through the podcast or near the end of the show. If we're near hitting a goal, like let's say, for example, we're at 100. I gotta get my kitty down. It's Jasper, everybody. Jasper.
Oh, there he is. You got little white feet, yeah. It's fine. So, I don't think they mind it. It's okay.
No, everyone loves a cute animal.
Yeah.
So, but let's say, for example, we're getting close to a goal. Oh, we're at $100 out of the 150 goal for today. I'm gonna bring it up. Say, hey. We're there. We're in the home stretch, guys. Hey, please contribute if you like the content, And now, the thing is, I also my audience is here every day. I ham it up sometimes. I do it as a joke. I'll, like, overly go overboard on purpose, and the audience knows it's a joke. But someone who clips it out of context and throws it out there, look what Phil did today.
Yeah.
I can't believe the audience is laughing at it. They're having fun with it. They know I'm not serious. They know that.
So they like that. What you're saying is they like you begging for money.
They think it's funny.
They want. Do you think that they want you to do it?
Do they want me to ask for contributions actively? Yes. No.
Oh. Okay.
But they want me to succeed.
Okay.
They want me to be successful. For example, there was a day I actually tested it out. Not once did I ask for a contribution during an entire day.
So you went a whole day without asking for money?
Yes. I made $30.
Well, what's the average that you made? Well, okay, that's fine. But like, what's the average though? Like,
I would say each stream. Oh, wait. What's the average that I try to make a stream?
Yeah.
Or what's the average?
What's the average a day?
Stream,
Gout is caused by deposits of urate crystals in the joints.
Universe.
Well,
it's
talking
about that game.
It's manipulative language. So, like, whenever they said Assassin's Creed Shadows did very well, they were including Assassin's Creed Shadows in the blanket statement that Assassin's Creed was doing well categorically as a franchise. And the frame of reference that they were using, like the analytical point they were using, were the amount of people that were logged in and playing the game based off of the amount of hours that they were playing. So it wasn't actually anything about the sales of the game. It wasn't anything about the amount of actual players of the game necessarily. It was like a third level, second order fucking, metric that they were using. And in my opinion, I think it's very obvious, right? If Assassin's Creed was actually doing very well and Ubisoft was doing very well, their stock wouldn't have gone down 90% in 5 years, right? It would have gone back up. Yeah, and it hasn't been going back up because it's a shitty company. I mean, did you play Assassin's Creed Shadows?
For about 10 hours, I could not stomach it any further, and I deleted it. I had enough. I was so bored.
I mean, I kind of agree with you, if you want me to be honest. Like, I did the same thing. Like, I did a few of them, and then I realized, like, the entire world scaled with you, and there was, like, no real sense of progression. And, like, after you play the game for an hour, you've pretty much played the entire game. And then I just stopped. Yeah, I just lost interest, and I didn't really care.
I also like games that you're supposed to be an assassin, and what you do is you go inside the enemy base and kill, like, 72 people.
Yeah.
Because that's what assassins do, right? They just wipe out entire armies in one swoop. Very realistic to feudal Japan and how they were doing it back then.
Yeah, right, of course, yeah.
Because with this game, I don't know. Hey, what do you think about the statement that Phil Spencer made a little bit ago? He said, gaming is now in a slump. Like, we're in a decline, a slump, a crash, and that's why, like, our games at our studios aren't doing well. Do you think gaming is in a slump right now?
I think his brand of gaming is. I think that Xbox, like, I mean, if you, I mean, look at, like, all of the Xbox franchises, like Doom, The Dark Ages didn't really do extremely well. Like, I don't think it got nominated for anything in the Game Awards even. Like, it was just pretty much released and forgotten instantly because it was bad. You also have Halo, which, like, I mean, I don't know how they still have 343. Like, they rebranded to Halo Studios, but I think a lot of the same people are there. Like, basically, Xbox is, like, in my opinion, I think Xbox has the most consumer-friendly business model. Like, I mean, this is prior to, like, them increasing the Game Pass price by a lot. But besides that, I actually think they have a very consumer-friendly business model. But the problem is that they are also one of these publishers that release these really complex games and these really over-designed games, like these, quote, AAA games, and they're just dog shit. And so I think Xbox having a problem with that is really, I mean, Phil Spencer is right if you're talking about AAA video games. Like, I think he is right. But the problem is, like, a lot of the AAA games they're so involved and they're so over-designed. And I think that they're really designed by committee. And so they're set up basically to fail because you don't have any sort of cohesive vision for them. That's really the reason why I think that it fell apart. And I think that's why Xbox, like, Game Pass, that's why he's saying that about it.
I completely agree with you. It seems like we're in like mind on a lot of this stuff because I hear him say shit like that, and I'm like, dude, you're in charge of a major part of gaming. If gaming's in a slump, who's responsible? Yeah,
Xbox is one of the biggest ones.
Like, how on earth can he just be like, oh, no, it's gaming is the slump. That's what's going on. Like, dude, just passing the buck. I mean, in truth, if that was the case, we wouldn't have had Expedition 33 selling a ridiculous amount of copies and Silk Song doing well, even though it's a relatively smaller scale game. We have games that are doing well. It's just not the big AAA games anymore. And that's
it's not your games. Yeah, exactly.
Competition, right, spurns creativity and spurns improvement. So now the big guys who used to always have the money print for them every year are like, oh, shit, it's not printing anymore. Now we have to try again.
Well, they're not able to. It's because the people that work at these studios are fucking incompetent. Like, the executives don't know anything. I think that a lot of the developers and the writers are morons. Like, it's just people that are totally fucking, like, just completely out of it all the way down. Like, I think it's, like, a structural problem. And that's why you see new studios, like what you were saying, like Standfall Entertainment or any of these other ones that are doing very well. And I think that really you have, like, it's the same studio like Warhorse Studios that made Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Also very successful. A day.
I have a goal. Each stream that I do, I have a goal of $150, and I stream twice a day.
So you want $300 a day?
I would like that. I don't always get it. I do sometimes, and that's nice when I do.
what's the ratio that you get $300 in a day? Like how like what percent do you get it half the time? 20% of the time?
I would have to analyze. I would say today I actually get it more often than not. Today.
Wow.
Like it didn't used to be like that. It used to be a lot worse. And then what happened is in the last year and a half, I admitted to the WWE Champions thing. I apologized for it to everyone for lying over the years. I said, listen, it's in the past. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. As you can see, my money is actually going towards the set. It's going towards the business. It's going towards important things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out of financial distress thanks to you guys. Thank you so very much. I'm so grateful that my fans are supporting me in this way and allowing me to have kind of like a second chance at life because now things are better. I'm coming out of that tunnel that I was in there.
Yeah.
And they're coming out and supporting the content because of it, and I'm very grateful for it. But what happens is the detractors clip these moments and say, oh, see, all he does is e-beg all day and he makes $20 a stream. That's not true at all. I'm actually doing really well for myself. I'm happy with where I am right now.
So if you're doing really well, why do you keep begging?
Because that's how it works. That's the formula.
So it's like basically you have to keep doing. You think that the more that you ask for money, the more money you get. Or is there like a okay? But there's a min-max level of that where it's like you can get at a certain point, you ask the optimum amount of times and you get the optimum amount of money. Is that basically it? There's like a ratio.
Yes and no, because for me, what I find is it really depends on what I'm doing. Like I've been around since 2008, right? So I have a variety of viewers who come for specific things. Like I do variety content, complete different kinds of games. So there might be someone who comes by only when I play an RPG or someone who only comes by when I play an FPS.
Yeah, sure.
If I stand there and I just keep asking that audience over and over, it might not work. Or it could be that there's someone who's like, oh crap, that's right, Phil's streaming and you know, today I want to support him. And
so you're like reminding them to give you money. You're like, oh, they might have forgotten. And it's like, oh shit, I forgot I had to give them $5.
Yes. And to be clear, because I see the reason that you're making. Okay. And it's fine. I get it. Did you know that before I became a full-time streamer in 2017, that I was not someone who asked for contributions at all? In fact, I was staunchly against it and I criticized it.
So why? I mean, I guess so like what happened? So I guess like you had another job?
No.
So you were unemployed.
I was laid off from an office job that I had in 2010.
Okay.
Then I tried to make YouTube my living and it worked. And that started in 2011. So from the DSP Tries It series where I started like taste testing food and stuff like that. You know, it was just like try anything because I could monetize that channel, make a few extra bucks. Didn't make a lot of money, but hey, every buck counts when this is your hobby and you're just trying to buy games and finance, you know, your hobby. So I did the face reveal video. In the video, I brought up, hey, you know, I don't make any money on the gameplay, but if you were to go over to the vlogging channel and watch the videos and click the ads, you would help me out. Yeah, I actively said that 100%. It's in black and white. You can see it right now. It wasn't like intentional. Like at that point, I didn't even know that was a problem. Okay. Now here's where the narrative's broken because my detractors will say, well, that's why you had all these financial problems because you lost your monetization on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, I lost my monetization on YouTube in December of 2010. That video was put up in like early to mid 2009. It had nothing to do with that video at all. Okay. Here's what really happened.
Okay.
I was working a full-time office job and that was my real income. That's where I was paying my mortgage with and everything. Okay. I got laid off in October 2010 and there was no other jobs like in that sector. Like basically the economy.
Well, that was during the 2008 recession. Yeah, of course.
It was a recession, right? I was like, dude, I just bought a condo and I'm like, how am I going to pay my mortgage? I don't have a job. What am I going to do? Go get 2-3 part-time jobs, you know?
Sure.
So I said, all right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to figure this out. But in the meantime, I'm going to double down on vlogging. I'm going to make a whole bunch of vlogs because that's the content that's monetized. I still, even in 2010, you couldn't monetize gameplay yet. So I'm like, please, you know, let's go watch my content over there. And in 1 month, I went from making like $500 on ad revenue to like $15,000. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're making $15,000 a month at some point.
Yes, that was in 2010, late 2010. Now, this is the personal AdSense through YouTube.
So you were balling. Okay, that's pretty good.
And then the next month, I made $18,000.
Wow.
And YouTube said, there's something wrong here. How can this guy overnight go from making 500 to 13,000 to 18,000? This doesn't make sense. And they suspended my AdSense account and said, we think that there's invalid clicking activity. We think that you have people who are going to your ads and just going crazy on them because they feel bad for you because you lost your job.
So
that's not the intention.
It's kind of like the vest thing, right? Where like everybody wanted, and the vest thing was so popular that you had to stop it. And it's the same thing with YouTube. That like it's a suffering from success. You came up too fast and they weren't ready for it.
In that case, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened is people felt bad. Back then, I was like the underdog. Everyone liked my content and wanted to support me because I had lost my job, and they all went overboard. And I lost my AdSense at that time.
Yes.
Later on, years later, I got it unsuspended and everything after a time period had passed. But that's when I ended up having to go get partnered with another company like Machinima to make revenue on YouTube again.
So, okay, so all that happened, and now, like, are you getting ad revenue on YouTube and everything is fine, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so everything's totally okay.
Fine.
There's no issues anymore. And so well, if I understand this, so like, okay, so you were not asking for money because you were getting ad revenue, and now you're getting ad revenue still, and you still ask for money. Is it just because it's not as much as it used to be? Is that pretty much it? Like, would there ever be, like, theoretically, right, if you got $15,000 a month now, because like also do you increase the amount of money that you try to get per year like based off of inflation? Because I saw a video of like you asking for $300 and this is like 2 years ago. It's gone up a lot since then, right? So like it should be like $315.
No, I mean it's all just like kind of an arbitrary thing. I'm not sitting here with a calculator trying to figure out exactly what should be made, what does. I've tried different amounts.
How long have you done the $300 goal?
Probably.
Well, by the way, it should be $325 now. If you had started it 2 years ago, that's right. Yeah, so it should be a little bit higher. So if you were making, let's say, $15,000, is there? Let's just say, is there a number that's like, you know, semi-reasonable that you would get to and you would say, okay, I'm now making this much money on my streams. I don't need to ask people for money anymore. Like, is there ever going to be a universe where you stop asking for money?
That's a good question, but okay, let's think of this reasonably, right? Like, cost of living.
Okay, so the answer is no.
Able to be self-sufficient. Okay. No, that's not true. Here's, I've said this before. People have said to me, listen, I know. People ask me questions like this. One question that they ask me all the time. Phil, right now, let's say you were to win the lotto. Now, let's say you didn't become like insanely wealthy, but let's say you won $10-20 million. Right?
That's pretty good.
Would you still stream? And the answer that I say, yes, I would still stream. It would be way decreased from what I do now. You know, I wouldn't be doing 6 days a week. Maybe I do 2-3 days a week because I like doing it. But it would basically be my hobby. I would not accept contributions. Or if I accepted contributions, I would donate them all because I don't need the money. I'm $20 million. I'm probably good for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
you know,
I would say so.
I don't need to fucking do nothing, you know? So that's it. Like, I love what I do. I do it for the passion of doing it. I'm not doing it to sit here and beg all day. I say to my audience all the time, I wish I didn't have to ask you guys for anything. It was awesome back in the day before the channel got screwed up. And the views plummeted and the ad revenue plummeted. It was just about make this year. Claire Obscure being so good. Yeah. And it's former game devs from Ubisoft who said, fuck Ubisoft. This company sucks. And they left and made a better game than Ubisoft could ever put out. It just blows my mind, and I'm happy for that. I want more of that, for sure.
I think more of them should leave. You're absolutely right. I totally agree with you. I hope that it continues. I really do. And I think that it will also. I think that people are just tired of playing the same old, you know, like boring, like, you know, played out slop. And I felt this way. I don't even know about some of these other games that recently have come out. Like, I enjoyed, like, maybe, like, one or, like, two, like, really, like, decent games. Like, I like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, even though it was hard for me to get into it. But, like, other than that, a lot of these other games, I just really couldn't get into them because I thought they were garbage. Like, even, and, like, honestly, I would even say Monster Hunter Wilds, I think, had development problems. And it's like, I hope Capcom doesn't have that happen. But, like, now, I mean, did you play Dragon's Dogma 2?
I played Dragon's Dogma 2, but that was before I was on PC. It didn't run too well on console, and I had a lot of problems with it because of that, so I kind of dropped it after a bit.
Yeah, it didn't really run on PC either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not really. I mean, like, unless you had, like, a super, like, I mean, I have a really expensive computer, so, like, obviously I was able to run it, but, like, people had tons of performance issues. And so, like, now Capcom's, like, they've had, like, Dragon's Dogma 2 not do well, and also Monster Hunter Wilds not doing well. That doesn't look very good, right? Doesn't look very good at all.
Wow.
So, I think that even big studios like that are having it happen, which is like Capcom, I would say, is like one of those gold standard companies, right? And I think that, like, what really happened is that, like, I always go back to this one point where Elon Musk fired 80% of people on Twitter, and the website didn't change. And I think that really goes to show, and like what your story was with Starfield, that really goes to show where their priorities are. And I think that it's just like a corporate entropy where they just hire more middle management. Middle management hires more people to manage the middle managers. And then there's just so many of them that before you know it, that's the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I completely agree. Wow. We are of like mind on gaming, man. Like, seriously, like everything you're saying, I've said on my streams too.
Yeah, I mean,
it's pretty cool.
Well, if you
it's
play
cool to
games,
have this conversation.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
Do you want to know the truth, man?
Yeah.
What are they, vegetables or?
Specimen, get that ass banned.